You know, disrespect is a curious thing. It's like a little spark, harmless at first glance, but oh, how it can grow. It's not really about you, is it? No. It's a reflection of their own fractured souls. When they sneer, when they mock, it's their own shadows they're running from. And yet, in their smug little minds, they're convinced they've won. Oh, the tragedy of such blindness. Disrespect. It's not just a fleeting moment. It's the first domino falling in a line they can't even see. Think about it. When someone laughs at your dreams, belittles your efforts, what are they really doing? They're holding up a mirror to their own failures. Your ambition, your drive, it's a spotlight on their mediocrity. And oh, how they hate the glare. So, what do? They lash out. A petty jab here, a snide remark there. It's their feeble attempt to silence the voice inside that whispers, "You could have been more." They think they're tearing you down, but all they're really doing is sharpening your edge. Every insult, fuel for the fire. Every slight question, mark a lesson learned. And while they strut away, basking in their shallow victories, the clock is already ticking on their downfall. Ah, the irony of it all. Life, you see, has a funny way of evening the odds. They think disrespect is a one-way street, but it's not. It's a boomerang, and oh, how sweet it is when it comes back around. Their arrogance blinds them to the ripples they've created. It's like tossing a stone into a pond. The waves spread far and wide, touching shores they never anticipated. By underestimating you, by belittling you, they've set the stage for their own demise. And you? You just keep rising, one step at a time, turning their mockery into momentum. Here's the thing about disrespect. It's a poison, but not for the one who receives it. No, it's the giver who suffers. With every venomous word, every cruel act, they're injecting themselves with toxicity. It clouds their judgment, warps their reality. They don't see it now, but the seeds of their downfall are already sprouting. And you're the silent storm gathering strength. They think your quiet is weakness, but oh, how wrong they are. Silence is strategy, observation, preparation. While they're busy gloating, you're building, brick by brick, layer by layer, until one day you're untouchable. But let's not forget the poetry of it all. Disrespect, in their hands, is a weapon. In yours, it's a tool. Every time they try to break you, they're unknowingly helping you rebuild. Stronger, sharper, better. They think they've won because you didn't fight back. But battles are not won in the heat of the moment. They're won in the quiet hours, in the shadows where resilience is forged. By the time they realize this, it's too late. Their house of cards has already begun to collapse. And oh, how the mighty will fall. Disrespect isn't just an act, it's a mindset. And a mind poisoned by arrogance and malice is doomed to self-destruction. They don't see it now, but every action has a reaction. Every insult, a consequence. They've set the wheel of karma in motion, and once it starts, there's no stopping it. Their world will crumble, piece by piece, while you're standing taller than ever. So let them laugh. Let them mock. They're setting the stage for their own reckoning. And you're the phoenix, rising from the ashes of their underestimation. In the end, the story won't be about their disrespect. It'll be about your triumph. And oh, how sweet that victory will taste. Oh, but the game doesn't end there, does it? You see, they don't just disrespect you out of malice. No, it's deeper than that. It's fear. raw and primal, wrapped up in their smirks and their sneers. Fear of what you might become. Fear of the mirror you hold up to their inadequacies. They don't understand it, but they feel it, deep in their bones. And that fear, it drives them to act, recklessly, blindly, digging their own graves with every word they spit. Here's the thing about fear. It makes people predictable. They think they're playing chess while you're stuck on checkers. But oh, how wrong they are. You're watching, studying, learning their every move. Their disrespect is a tell, a flashing neon sign that screams, "Here is where I am weak." And you? You're the quiet strategist, the unseen hand guiding the board. They think they've outmaneuvered you, but in reality, they've walked straight into your trap. It's almost poetic, isn't it? They see themselves as the puppet master, tugging at your strings, but every tug only tightens the noose around their neck. Disrespect isn't just a spark, it's a slow-burning fuse. And the explosion? Oh, it's inevitable. They've set it in motion with their own hands, blind to the disaster they're crafting. All the while, you bide your time, letting them dig their hole a little deeper. Patience is your ally, silence your weapon, because you know something they don't. The best revenge isn't loud or messy. It's calculated, precise, absolute. But let's talk about you for a moment. What do you do with that disrespect? You channel it, shape it, turn it into something they can't comprehend. Every insult becomes a stepping stone, every slight a brick in the fortress you're building. They think they've pushed you down, but all they've done is give you the foundation to rise higher. And rise you will. Not in spite of them, but because of them. Their actions, their words. They're the fuel to your fire, the wind beneath your wings. They don't realize it yet, but they're not the hero of this story. They're the catalyst for your greatness. But here comes the twist. Disrespect isn't just about the giver and the receiver. No, it's bigger than that. It's a ripple in the fabric of the world, touching lives in ways they can't even fathom. When they disrespect you, they're not just setting their own doom in motion. They're sending out a signal, a warning to others. And the world? Oh, it watches. It sees the cracks in their facade, the flaws in their character. Respect is earned, but disrespect? It's a debt that must be paid. And the interest? Oh, it's steep. So you wait, you watch, you let them dig their graves, brick by brick, word by word. And when the time comes, when their house of cards collapses, you stand tall. Not because you sought vengeance, but because you didn't need to. Their downfall was inevitable, a masterpiece of their own making. And you? You're the silent observer, the phoenix rising from the ashes of their arrogance. The world sees you now, not as a victim, but as a victor. And oh, how sweet it is. But now we've reached the crescendo, haven't we? The final act in this twisted play of arrogance and ignorance. You see, their disrespect was never about you. No. It was a stage they set to perform their own undoing. And now, as the curtain falls, the spotlight is finally where it belongs, on their unraveling. Let's start with the moment they realize. It always begins the same way. A shift, subtle at first, a missed opportunity here, a fractured relationship there. They can't quite put their finger on it, but something feels off. That's the thing about disrespect. It doesn't just hurt others, it corrodes from within. Every cruel word they uttered, every demeaning glance, it left a mark. Not on you, but on them. And those marks, They've turned into cracks, spreading through the very foundation they built their ego upon. Oh, how they scramble to patch those cracks, to pretend that everything is fine. But it's too late. The seeds of their downfall have sprouted, roots digging deep into their psyche. You see it, don't you? The hesitation in their eyes, the doubt in their voice. They thought they were untouchable, invincible. But now, they're haunted by the echoes of their own disrespect, each one a reminder of the storm they unknowingly unleashed. And you stand there, calm amidst the chaos. Not because you sought revenge. No, revenge is too crude, too small-minded for someone like you. You stood still, patient, letting the universe do its work. Because here's the truth they could never understand. Karma doesn't forget. It doesn't hurry, doesn't falter. It simply waits, biding its time, until the scales are balanced once more. But let's not just talk about their downfall. Let's talk about your rise. While they were busy tearing you down, you were building. Brick by brick, day by day. Their disrespect. It wasn't a weight, it was a stepping stone. Every insult sharpened your focus. Every slight strengthened your resolve. They thought they were burying you, but all they did was plant a seed. And now, oh, how you've grown. Picture it. The moment they see you, truly see you, for the first time, it's not just shock, it's terror. Because in you, they see everything they could have been, everything they lost. And that realization, it's a weight heavier than any revenge you could have delivered. They disrespected you, thinking it would break you. But instead, it built you. And now, they're left to face the ruins of their own arrogance. Oh, but it doesn't end there. Disrespect has a funny way of rippling outwards, doesn't it? It doesn't just destroy the one who wields it. It poisons everything around them. Their allies, gone. Their influence, shattered. They thought their mockery would elevate them, but it only revealed their true character. And in the end, what are they left with? A hollow victory, a fleeting sense of superiority, and a lifetime of regret. So let them sit in their ruins, their castles of arrogance reduced to rubble. And you walk away, not with vengeance in your heart, but with a quiet satisfaction. Because the greatest triumph isn't in their downfall, it's in your rise. They disrespected you, not realizing they were setting their own doom in motion. And now, as the dust settles, the truth is undeniable. You won, not by stooping to their level, but by rising above it. And that, my friend, is a story they'll never forget.